Good morning, HOD Professor A.K. Chaturvedi sir. My seminar head Dr. Manish Chaturvedi sir, seminar coordinator J.P. Sharma sir, faculty members, examiners, and my batchmates. I am Jitendra Karar, pursuing my BTech from University Department of Mechanical Engineering, Rajasthan Technical University, Kota, Rajasthan. Today I am here to present my seminar presentation on solid waste management under the guidance of Sir Dr. Manish Chaturvedi. So let's start with first slide. Firstly, an introduction about the solid waste management. Solid waste management is the control of generation, storage, collection, transport or transfer, processing and disposal of solid waste materials. Solid waste refers to the range of garbage materials arising from animal and human activities that are discarded as unwanted and useless. The objectives of my topic are to identify any potential environmental impacts from the generation of waste at the site, to recommend appropriate waste handling and disposal measures, protection of environment. The classification of solid waste are domestic waste, factory waste, waste from oil factory, e-waste, construction waste, agricultural waste, and food processing waste. These are the source of waste: household, commerce and industry, agricultural waste. Now the solid waste in India. About 7.2 million tons of hazardous waste generated every year. 1 square kilometer of area required every year for additional landfill. About rupees 1600 crore Indian government invest every year for treatment and disposal of this solid wastage. Now let's see the growth of solid waste in India. Waste is growing every year. In year 1981 to 91, population of Mumbai increased from 8.2 million to 12.3 million. During the same period, municipal solid waste has grown from 3,200 tons to 5,355 tons, an increase of 67%. Our waste collection is very low for all Indian cities. City like Bangalore produces 2,000 tons of waste per annum. The ever increasing waste has put pressure on hygienic condition of the city. And figure 3 shows the state of waste management. Nature of solid waste. Per capita waste generation ranges between 0.2 kg and 0.6 kg per day. Also, as the city expands, average per capita waste generation increases. A table 1 shows the waste generation per capita in Indian cities. There are various associated risks from solid waste, and they are: first is disease transmission. The decomposing of organic waste attracts animals, vermin, and flies. Flies plays a major role in the transmission of facial oral diseases. A figure shows the cycle of disease transmission from solid waste. And the next is pollution. Poor management of collection and disposal of solid waste might lead to lethargic pollution of surface water or groundwater. And the another risk is effect on morale. The effect of living in an unhygienic and untidy environment may lead people to become demoralized and less motivated to improve conditions around them. Waste attracts more waste and leads to less hygienic behavior in general. Key components of solid waste. Solid waste can be divided into 5 key components. First is generation. Generation of solid waste is the stage at which materials become valueless to the owner, and since they have no use for them, they throw them in wastage. And the second is storage. Storage is a system for keeping materials after they have been discarded, where on-site disposal systems are implemented, such as where people discard items directly into the family kits storage container. Third is collection. Collection simply refers to the how waste is collected for transportation to final disposal site. Next is transportation. This is the stage when solid waste is transported to final disposal site by help of animal power or human power. And last stage is disposal. This is the final stage of solid waste management, which is safe disposal where associated risks are minimized. Now talk about transportation services, solid waste supply. For the transportation of solid waste to final disposal site, the various transportation services are coming to use, and they are human power, animal power, and motorized. Figure 6 shows the various transportation services. Now, the method for processing, treatment and disposal of solid waste are: first is compositing. Composting is the decomposition of organic matter by microorganisms in warm, moist, aerobic and anaerobic environment. Second is vermicomposting. Vermicompost is the natural organic matter produced from the extracta of earthworms, based on the scientifically semi-decomposed organic waste. Third is anaerobic digestion and biomethanation. Biomethanation is a comparatively well-established technology for disinfection, visualization, sterilization of sewage sludge, animal slurries, and industrial sludge. Fourth is incineration. And fifth is sanitary landfills and landfill gas recovery. Sanitary landfills are the ultimate means of disposal of all types of residual, residential, commercial, and institutional waste as unutilize municipal solid waste from waste processing facilities and other types of inorganic waste, and inert that cannot be reused or recycled in the foreseeable future. Here figure 7 shows how sanitary landfilling takes place. Now, the drawbacks which are come in present solid waste management services are: first is no storage of waste at source, no system of primary collection from the doorstep, irregular street sweeping, waste storage depots, transportation of waste, and processing of waste and disposal of waste. This is conclusion which comes from solid waste management. These are my reference of study and research. If you have any queries or question, you can ask me.
Yes, why should we recycle?
Yes, the answer is the purpose of recycling of solid waste is reduce reliance on landfills and incinerators. Recycling protects our health and environment when harmful substances are removed from the waste stream.
Why are landfilling environmentally harmful?
The answer is the waste decomposed produces harmful gases CO2 and methane, which contribute to global warming and pollute the local environment, so environmentally harmful. Thank you. Have a nice day.